Welcome to the Transparent FX Academy. I'm Nick, and I'm a top author on TradingView with over 190k reputation points. In this video, I will be speaking about USDCHF. Now, as usual, to keep the video as educational as possible, first I will be covering the technical aspect for this market, then we will be moving to the order flow by looking at the commitment of traders, so the COT data, so essentially what the big players in the market are doing, so the non-commercials, so hedge funds and institutions, and how they're shifting and moving their positions. And by the end of the video, by using a combination of these two different types of analysis, we will try to understand where we have the highest probabilities for the next potential move here for this pair. So this is definitely a video you do not want to miss. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. This is the place to be for high quality, free trading education. Now, without further ado, let's jump straight onto the charts. Now, starting here from the monthly time frame, what we can see is that the market has just created a quite strong rejection away from a historical structure level. This zone was already acting as previous support last year. The market went and retested exactly the same level and created a rejection to the upside, as you would naturally expect in a situation like this. Now, what we can notice at the same time is that the market has now reached also the previous high. In fact, from here, this is the level from which we had the resistance that preceded all the rejection to the downside. And as the market is now approaching the same zone, there is definitely the possibility of seeing also here the market react to this level and show some signs of weakness. Dropping down on the weekly time frame, what we can see is that we have a market which has just created a perfect shift from a bearish to a bullish trend. We can notice the creation of lower lows and lower highs throughout all this push to the downside. Then we had this horizontal accumulation phase, and now we have shifted to the creation of higher highs and higher lows, and the market has now reached exactly the previous level of resistance, from which there is a good probability of seeing yet another correction. We can also notice that if we take our Fibonacci from the low to the high of this impulse leg, we can see how we have a 0.32 correction at this level, meaning that there is the room for some bearish continuation for the market to create yet another correction, basically, as it has already done. We can also notice that by the Elliott wave theory, there are now already 5 waves. We can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this would be the 5th wave, hitting exactly the previous high of the monthly range that we have previously identified. So if institutions are now starting to short USDCHF instead of this level, there's a good probability, in my opinion, to see a potential rejection lower. That definitely wouldn't surprise me. Dropping down the daily time frame, what do we see? Now, from a daily perspective, the market still seems quite strong. Now, I also spoke about USDCHF just a few days ago. I spoke about it when the market was creating this impulse to the upside. I explained all the reasons for which we could expect this correction and then the rejection to the upside. And then again, I made another breakdown explaining all the reasons for which we could expect first this correction and then the continuation to the upside, which again is exactly what the market gave us. And by the way, I will link in description all those previous analysis so you can go and check them out for more free education. But at the moment, what kind of structure and price action the market has been creating? Well, before we dig deeper into what we have, first, let's go and see what we have when it comes to the commitment of traders. So what the big players in the market are doing precisely for the CHF. Now, what we can see here is that with the last reports, net positions have been decreasing. We went from minus 21.8K all the way down to minus 38.7K net positions. So we had a massive decrease of net positions, which is starting to make the CHF weaker. And that is no surprise because in fact, the market has been trending trending higher. So the market has been trending higher, fueled by institutional longing of USDCHF, because if institutions are shorting the CHF and all currencies on the spot are traded against the USD, they're actually longing USDCHF by shorting the CHF, or an easier way to just see it is that if institutions are making this CHF weaker, so shorting it, USDCHF is getting stronger. So that is no surprise. However, what we can notice is that if we look at what is being going on in the long term, the USDCHF has actually seen also minus 41K net positions or minus 49K net positions. So we're now in the phase where still institutions are starting to move back to the bullish side of the CHF, so the bearish side of USDCHF. So if the market especially will continue with this push higher and go inside of that monthly supply and resistance level even more, like really testing the kind of supply that there is around this area, there is a good probability that the market at that point could provide a rejection to the downside, in my opinion. So in a situation like this, what would I expect? Well, as usual, trading is reactive and not predictive. The monthly, weekly, and daily timeframes combined with the COT data, those are the best timeframes when it comes to the directional aspect of the market. However, when it comes to identifying early shifts in the trend of a market, the best timeframes for that are the intraday timeframes, so 4 hour and lower. Therefore, what I would expect is that if this market would shift from an intraday bullish to a bearish market and institutions would start to long the CHF, so short the USDCHF, at that point, I wouldn't be surprised to see a potential rejection to the downside away from this level. That definitely wouldn't surprise me. Now, all these general analysis, tutorials, and concepts that you see me speak about on my YouTube channel are really just the tip of the iceberg, because if you really want to learn more, I will definitely suggest that you go and check out the transparentfxtrading.com website, which you find also linked in description. Here, you will have the possibility to gain access to all my courses. So really complete courses that will guide you from the very basics of charting all the way up to more advanced concepts like building algorithmic trading strategies using quantitative finance tools like the quant analyzer to build portfolios of strategies, and a lot of really important and really interesting things that you need to know if you want to become a better trader. So this is something you really cannot afford to miss. You also have the possibility to gain access to the trading station software with the Telegram notifications integration, one-on-one mentoring directly with me, the COT data software that you often see me use on the YouTube channel, and you also have the possibility to integrate with gaining access to all my EAs, so my personal EAs, the ones that I have developed and that I trade on my own account, and also to have access to the trading show, which is essentially a live stream of all trades coming from my account directly on the Telegram channel as they are executed and managed. Here on the website, you will see that there is the complete presentation of all the EAs that I personally run. And if you continue to scroll down, you will see that you have the possibility to join and gain automatically access with the email and password that you will create during the checkout process. And there is also per time slot the special discount. So at the moment, there are 10 days before the next price increase. So I would really suggest that you go and check it out as soon as possible. The link is in description, and I will see you in it. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like, and also let me know in the comments below for any new pairs or topics that you would like me to cover in my next videos. And I will see you in my next breakdown.